Hey guys, I want to talk about little bitches. Being a little bitch, I it's been around a lot. Actually, not just recently, but it's been a while that we have turned our attention to the fact that our society, our generation, our world has become a world of complainers. Right? We complain about everything and I think it actually is a consequence of a positive thing, a consequence of the fact that our world has become a lot more comfortable, so we can start finding things to complain about, and also the fact that a lot of stuff has been brought up to light. Things like inequality and things like bullying and mistreatment and stuff like that. These are all positive things. Um, Now, the flip side of it is that at the same time, we have become pretty overly sensitive, right? Somebody says something, so like, oh, it's offensive. Or somebody does something, oh, I can't believe you said that. Or somebody that says, oh, it's because I'm like this that you did that to me and all that. And obviously people take advantage of that too, which sucks. But it's also reality, part of life, and it's something that with every good thing, there will be some bad things that will come around, or people will take advantage of it and all that. And obviously, like I said, the fact that we're comfortable, like, there's is Louis C.K., which got into really hot water for a lot of stuff, right? He said this thing, had a joke that somebody was on the plane, and they announced that they now had a new feature on the plane, but the feature was not available at the time. The guys go, bullshit. It's like, wait, you didn't even know you had that comfort right now as you're sitting on the plane, flying through the air, where you can get to a destination in a few hours that, just 200 years ago would take you months to get, and that was just an example of it. And so we started getting used to and complaining about things. Uh, and and it also reminds me, I was watching an interview that Dean Graziosi, which is a great guy. He wrote Millionaire Success Habits, and he's one of Tony Robbins' favorite guys too. And he was being interviewed by Ed. Oh my God, what's his name? I forget his name. He's a big guy, motivational speaker. I like him a lot too. Success coach. Ed. I'm gonna write his name down on the description of this video, so you guys can look him up because it's good. And Dean Graziosi and Ed, they're two great people, and I always listen to all kinds of inspiration, motivation, neuro. Neuroscience, and I'm always listening and watching these things, right? So Ed was interviewing Dean, and Dean said something about in fact, it was about that we have become so overly sensitive that we have become weak, basically. And he was saying that he's at a point in his life that if he's at a restaurant and he orders medium rare steak and they bring him well done chicken, he'll eat it. And Ed goes, wow, I'm in the same way. And I thought, oh my God, I'm the same way. And I'll tell you why I do that. And the reason why he said he did that is just because it's just like so many, it's like, we are in a place that a lot of stuff that happened to us, we just should do this. Yeah, order steak. I wanted a steak. I didn't need a steak. I wanted a steak. They gave me chicken. I'll eat the chicken. What I would do, I'll take that opportunity to say, you know what? Thank you that I have food. Thank you that there's so much food out there that they can actually bring me the wrong food. And I never like to waste food. So what I would do in a case like that is say, hey, I would say the waiter, hey, listen, I order, just so you know, I order a rare steak, not a well done chicken, but I don't want food to go to waste, so I'm gonna eat it. But just keep in mind, and and tell the cook to lay off the weed before going to work and stuff. But that's it. So yeah, that'll be an opportunity for me to just be thankful and to do one of these, which is change your mind to do that, because that is the point that I'm gonna that I wanted to make about this whole thing. Because here's the thing: we have been talking about how overly sensitive and overly complaining a society we have become, but it almost to where we are complaining about that, and again, even when I hear it's something like someone Gary Gios or something saying something about that too, a lot of that stuff has a positive origin, and it's great, but you have to be really careful, because when you're complaining about everything, that puts you on that state, so it hurts you. Think of the strongest people you know in your life, or think of some stronger people that you have read about, or think of a serviceman. Think of a I don't know, just think of somebody that is strong and powerful. Would that person be complaining that somebody brought him or her the wrong size latte at Starbucks? You know, no, right? And when you do that, your mind gets in that place, and at the end of the day, you go, "Oh man, my day was horrible." You know why? Because I order a all grande, whatever. I don't know the names of the sizes at Starbucks, but I ordered a tall, and it brought me a medium. I ordered a grande, and they brought me a chiquito, and so, and then oh, you didn't even know. And then I wanted to leave, and there was somebody that was sitting there checking their phone, and they made me wait for 20 seconds before, and I missed the red light. And it's like, Jesus, what the bitch? Stop complaining. And it's bad for you, because you become that little bitch, and you become an unhappy person. So, one more. I was skydiving this weekend, and it was funny. First world problems. I was talking to a friend of mine and saying, "Oh man, it's gonna start getting hot," and it was a perfect day, and oh man, it's gonna start getting hot like around July, August, and sometimes it's gonna be 100 degrees here, and then we laughed because we go, "Yeah, right. Here we are. Ah man, my life is so miserable. I have to wait, in the air conditioning sometimes in the LO room, and then we have to get on that plane when it's 100 degrees, and we have to be in that 100 degrees waiting to skydive, which is an awesome thing, but have to be in that 100 degrees for about 5 minutes until we can open the plane door and get some fresh air. And oh man, my life is so miserable. And I laughed because that's how we do. It's like skydiving is like one of the passions of my life. We love so much. How can I be even concerned about the fact that one day it's going to be hot and I'm going to have to go through a little bit of hot before opening the door of the airplane, before jumping off of a freaking airplane and having the time of my life, So that's the point I'm going to make. When you become a complainer, it hurts you. It doesn't hurt the world. It's good to be aware. It's good to know that things need to change and work on changing. But as you change, keep in mind that the positive state, keep in mind the gratitude state, keep in mind that life is still good, and be really careful not to become a little bitch, because in the end, the little bitch is the one that gets hurt the most. And I'll see you in the next video.